it is 70 degrees out today, but it is incredibly windy. Actually, our second windstorm in a few days. I didn't ride on Friday because it was so crazy. Gusts over 50 miles an hour, tons of people without power. Yesterday on my ride, trees down. It does seem pretty typical around here though, that when we get really warm early season weather, we get a lot of wind. These 2 days have been even more than normal though. We are on a true weather roller coaster. Yesterday I went out 42 degrees. Today it's 71. Tomorrow they're showing 50 and rain. And then Tuesday, St. Patrick's Day, they're showing a high of 28. Now, as most of you know, I'll ride all winter down into the teens, driving snow. But once we get this taste of nice weather at home, it's hard to go back. And I'm not talking about the 40s and 50s. We got plenty of that for the next few months. I just mean back down below freezing. Once you're in short sleeves, it's hard to go back to all the winter layers, for me anyways. And for me, I know it's more of a mental than a physical thing. Oh my God, the wind. Because when we went to Florida in winter, when it was horrible here, we had 80s and everything like that, and it didn't bother me to come back and be in winter. It set me up to be ready for more of it, because it just felt so good to be out of it. I am pedaling my ass off at 8 miles an hour, only averaging 10.5. It is so brutal. It might be faster on the way back, but I have a feeling it's like swirling and it won't really matter. That's why e-bikes will be banned. People like that ruin it for everybody. Doing 30 miles an hour down the towpath in an arrow position. So I will get out on St. Patrick's Day because I have a tradition of meeting some friends and riding on real St. Patrick's Day. Not the nearest Saturday, but the 17th. That's the only day it counts. But it has been so long since we've had a day like this. We started our tradition of having a beer outside because of COVID, and we're still gonna do it. And if that 28 holds, I'm still gonna go. But man, why can't we get lucky with one of these? It's the same as last year, where all these nice days, but then every day I really wanted to do something. It was brutal. Channel meetup in the Otis Ravine the last 2 years. So I always take these 70-degree days, but this year it always seems like there's a caveat. Like today the wind's killing me. I'm gonna shorten what I plan to ride. Road apple, warmest road apple ever. And then I got caught in a lightning storm. Oh, I can barely even ride one-handed. That's how bad it is right now. Okay, that is a nice tailwind in this direction. We're doing 15 without much effort. Yeah, just a tiny turn of pace now and I'm already up to 18, so. This would be a good day if I felt it to go for some PRs. So I know it's a Rust Belt, Midwest, Great Lakes cliche to always be talking about the weather, but how do you not when you go from a high of 70 one day to a high of 28 2 days later? So I don't know, let me know all your guys' thoughts on stuff like that if you live in an area where the weather changes constantly. one. This is a long one. Still going. I actually had to block a guy a couple years ago. Every time I showed a train, riding near trains, he would lecture me. And I get it, he had an opinion, he had a point. But after like the fourth time, I was like, dude, you've been heard. I've heard your opinion. If you don't like my videos, don't watch them. He wouldn't stop, and I finally just had to block him. It's like, dude, I've heard your opinion on trains, bro. Like, you're not the cops. Don't tell me where to ride my bike. Heard your opinion, responded to your opinion. Time to move along. Is there something going on today? There's people all over downtown Akron on a Sunday. Is this Easter egg hunt season or something? I was gonna ride over to my parents for dinner today too, but it's gonna be a rare 70-degree evening where I take the car because this is just not fun. Cherry blossoms, not too crazy far off. I don't know why, no one liked my cherry blossom festival video last year. I mean, not nobody, it just was a very low viewed video. And I thought it was cool, a bunch of slow motion footage of all that stuff. Whatever. I guess maybe I just saved my artsy footage for the photography channel. Stopped to get a beer at Missing Falls. Wasn't really stopping there to get a beer. I had one, but I was getting a 4-pack for later in the week. But my weather app showed it 76 now. I wonder if it just doesn't feel that warm because of the wind, or if that's wrong, because 76 would feel so warm. So I should be riding all home with a tailwind. We'll see. It's crazy between these buildings here. I didn't capture this accident on camera, but I saw it happen actually on my way to the brewery. Interesting. I was planning to go down that side of the Y Bridge because it's been closed, but if they're not working on it, you know, today's Sunday, you could ride down it. But now it's open with one lane, and I won't ride with one lane. There's a bike lane, and there's usually 2 lanes, but one lane cars just blast down these bridges. So. But now this side is closed again, so I'm going backwards down the bridge and hoping that I can make it all the way around. So, as mentioned, I'm going to my parents for dinner, and it's getting later, so I hope I don't have to backtrack and drop all the way down there into the valley. Oh, they actually have fences up. Damn it! Well, I really messed this one up. God, the fucking wind. Now I gotta go into the headwind. You can hear me. This is why this bridge is actually called the All-American Bridge, but the reason everyone calls it the Y Bridge is because it's a Y. And it ruins our downtown because now we can't make some of those, or no one's willing to make some of those roads 2 ways again. They're all 1 way. Because of this stupid bridge. I can actually barely pedal back up this bridge where I turned around because of the wind out here. If the wind's bad, it's always 10 times worse on this bridge. Time to climb. right, guys, that's about going to do it for this one. So 20 miles instead of the roughly 40 I was planning for this 70-degree day, but that just is what it is. It's fine. Stopped in, had a beer, got a 6-pack instead of, or 4-pack instead of riding farther on down the trail into that brutal wind. Thanks always for watching. Consider becoming a channel member if you want to support what we do here some more, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.